Hey guys, so we are out here in sunny Miami and we have some time. So let's answer a question. I got a question. I was like, child, I got a phone. It's hard typing a whole lot on a phone, and y'all know I be liking to type in a whole lot, but let's just talk to this. All right, so here's the thing. This is the early mortgage payoff update. All right, so this question comes from the video, early mortgage payoff update, why paying off my home is the smarter choice. And here is the comment. It says, hey, I enjoyed watching this video. This is my first for your channel, but won't be my last. Hey, thank you. Hey, welcome to the fam. I do have a question for you, and you may have answered this before, but I would like to know, is there a reason why you choose the $500 number to pay extra to the principal mortgage versus $1,000 or more? I heard you say you like to keep the zeros on the mortgage, but just curious about the amount you choose to pay in addition to your regular mortgage payment. As I begin my mortgage payoff journey with my husband, I want to look at different options. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much for asking. So this is what it is. I've been doing this for a long time, and when I say this, I mean this mortgage payoff journey. And I feel like you're going to find ebbs and flows where sometimes you just get bored, you're just over it, you're just like, ugh, the balance is still huge. The balance is still huge. I could be doing something else, right? And so in order to break up the monotony of that, I do different things, different years, different months, different seasons, just to stay excited and just to make this journey feel fresh. While consistency is always going to be the best way, sometimes we may change how that consistency looks. In this season, this is how it looks. I do two games. So one of the games is that you referred to is me leaving it in a nice round number. That is going to be, for example, for February. For February, I paid, my mortgage is $1,536, right? When you get your mortgage statement, it shows you, when you make that payment of $1,536, it says this is how much is going to go to the principal and this is how much is going to go to interest. So based off of that, I say, well, if from this $1,536, let's say $12,032 is going to go to principal, how much extra would I need to add to make it a nice round number, right? So right now, my nice round number is like $151,000 even. Let's say something's like that. So how much will I need to add to include change to keep it at that nice round number? Because I will take what the balance is. I will subtract that, what they say is going to principal. And then I will add an additional whatever it is. So for this case, for the month of February, I did $1,587, and that made that nice round number. So that's the first game. The second game, and I'm glad you asked, because honestly, I don't think I have ever talked about this. So the second game is I add an additional minimum payment of $500. The reason why it's $500 is two things. One, I am now sending my extra payment, instead of putting it on a house, I'm sending it to a high yield savings account that I call a mortgage freedom fund, right? But I do a minimum of $500 a month. And the reason why is because I refinanced. I refinanced my mortgage. And one of the keys to refinancing isn't, if you're in a position like me, sometimes you have to refinance because you just need the extra money to make ends meet. But if you don't, the key is you want to pay your mortgage like it was that same price. So before I refinance, if my mortgage was $2,036, but now that I refinance, it's $1,536, the difference is $500. Whereas before, that $500 was probably going more toward interest. Now it's not, but I'm still sending that money to my principal as if I was still making that same payment. So that's why my minimum is $500, because that's what my mortgage was before I did my last refinance. So that's the minimum I send to keep that current, to keep it so that I'm still paying my mortgage as if I was still paying that original price. The only difference is, the benefit is, now that money gets to go to principal only and it's not going to interest the way it was going before I refinanced. So that's why that minimum is $500. But if you look at some of my mortgage update videos from years past, I'll put an example one here, eye in the sky. You will see that no, there have been times where I sent an extra $2,000 to the mortgage. I sent an extra $5,000 to the mortgage. Every month that number changed, but I really did physically send that extra to the principal. So it wasn't just $500. In this season of my life, the game is that $500 plus the additional something to make the nice round number. That's what I'm doing. And again, that's the reason why. Because the goal is to get out of debt. And so the goal is, if I freed up that money through a refinance, I still want to send that money to my mortgage under my own terms and not theirs. Okay? It's now my decision. It's not my obligation. I like that. I like that. Make what you pay on your mortgage your decision, but you have already removed the obligation from your life. Thank you for asking the question. Talk to y'all in another video. And again, if you have more questions for me that I can make a nice video like this about, because it really helps, because I can edit these really fast, talk to me in the comments below. Okay, I appreciate the help. I appreciate the help. This is co-creating at its best. To the next video, y'all. Peace.